What if the life you want is waiting beneath everything you're afraid to let go of? Most people stay busy, stay loyal, stay stuck because letting go feels like giving up. But what if it's the bravest thing you could do? We cling to habits, roles, identities, beliefs, and people, not because they still fit in our lives, often because they feel safe. And even when they're hurting us, I've walked people through the moment they stop holding on and start holding space. Space for peace, for purpose, for something new. In this video, you'll learn how to spot some of the things that are weighing you down and maybe how to finally let them go. Once you see how much you're carrying, the first barrier that shows up is fear. We cling to what we know, to what is comfortable, even when it quietly eats away at our joy, at our peace of mind. The job that pays the bills but drains your spirit. The relationship that leaves you feeling small, unseen, unloved. The routines that give comfort but also keep you stuck. Deep down, you know they aren't working, but fear whispers, what if it's worse on the other side? What if I can't handle this? And so you stay. You don't stay because you're happy, but because the familiar feels safer than the unknown. Here's a shift. Fear is not always proof that you should stay or stop. Fear is proof you're standing at the edge of growth. On the other side of fear is freedom, lightness, and new joy. Now, what I've noticed with many of my clients is they're scared of change because they believe that their self-worth is tied to their roles and titles. And these beliefs are so strong, their thoughts appear to be so real that change seems impossible. Many people define themselves by what they do, not who they are. I'm a CEO. I'm a mom. I'm a dad. I'm a wife. I'm a husband. I'm a gymnast. I'm a lawyer. I'm a banker. I'm an introvert. These roles can feel noble and important, but when they shift, when they end or change, as they always do, it can leave us feeling lost. Like if you think your value as a human being is somehow tied to these roles, the thought of letting them go or changing them in any way, well, it can feel terrifying. The thing is, our worth is never tied to any title. When you were a little 7-pound baby, were you unworthy? Of course not. Long before you earned a paycheck, long before you became a parent or a banker or started a company, you were worthy. You don't have to prove it. You don't have to earn it. You already are it. I think the path forward is learning to see ourselves without the labels, before the labels. Begin by getting to know who you are. You know, the infamous question, who am I? Notice qualities that don't depend on your roles, like kindness, your creativity, your wisdom, your love, your resilience, your happiness. At our core, this is who we all are. As you deepen your understanding, you can let go of chasing approval from others. You know, you can begin to be grateful and satisfied and content with who you are and the life you are living. As we change, the world around us changes. And you'll notice the relationships that are lifting you up and the ones that are pulling you down. And this is okay. Some people pour into us, encourage us, make us feel alive. They make us feel good when they're around. Others leave us feeling drained, small, full of doubt. I mean, you know the difference. Yet we often stay tied to the draining ones. Why is that? It's out of guilt, habit, fear of being alone, fear of losing our job, fear of change. You know, we tell ourselves, maybe they'll change. Or maybe it's my fault. Maybe this is just how it is. And so we keep doing what we've always done, and we keep getting what we always got. It's okay to step back from people and activities that you used to enjoy, but you no longer do. It's okay to spend more time with people who add fun and joy to your life. And notice the shift. Your energy rises. You feel calmer. Your sense of self grows stronger. True letting go isn't about pushing people away or cutting them out of your life with effort or willpower or determination. It's the natural result of seeing that you don't need to take their behavior personally. I love great conversations and sharing good times with my family and friends. We've been getting together most Sundays for the past 30 years. Sunday barbecues, watching football, eating good food. So it's been going on for over 3 decades. And some people just don't come by anymore. We've gone down different paths. We have different priorities, live different lives. I like to involve everyone. I like to invite everyone. So this was something I had to reflect on. I had to realize for myself that it was okay to not invite certain people over. I wasn't being mean. It was just me recognizing that I didn't feel good inviting them. And if they came, I didn't feel good that they were there. And if they didn't come, I just felt frustrated that I invited them in the first place. This was something I needed to figure out for myself. I needed to take a look at and try something new. Sure, I still think about them from time to time, but I can let it go now and feel okay with the way things are. I have so many people in my life that I'm grateful for and enjoy being around, and those are the relationships that I want to grow and nurture. They're enough. This doesn't have to be a speedy process or anything you have to do real quick or right now. It's more of a reflection, a reflective process. Giving yourself time to slow down, clear your mind, change your mind, and try out something new. You've seen how letting go isn't loss. It can actually be the doorway to freedom and growth. This next video, I'm going to go over what's really happening and why it changes everything. Thanks for being here today.